Okie dokie. Oh, whoa. Hands. Kind of. Hello, Crimson Harris. Hello, Farah. I can hardly see. Okay. Istosha, Crimson Harris, Next Gamer. Hello, everybody. Oh, goodness. Dark Skull, Victorian Snail God. Hello, hello. Hands. A little bit of hands. Gloved hands. I might just go ahead and transition over. It makes it easier. Boop. Kind of hands. You're getting gloved hands. Because I'm a nail biter. My hands are gross. So we are not getting raw dogged hands. Just gloved hands. The VTuber special. Yeah, exactly. For me, I have a good reason for it though. Like I don't mind showing my skin, but like it's my nail biting. I got gross little stubby nail bitten hands. What's up with the leaderboard? It's a weird thing YouTube implemented recently, like over the last couple of days. I don't know what it is. It has to do with chat, right? I don't know necessarily, and like it's supposed to be for like donations and stuff, but because, you know, I'm not at that point yet, it's mainly just like chat, I guess. Like chat rate. Why is there one next to my name? I don't know. I don't know. It's weird. I feel like it's also kind of biased, the way it picks people. Past couple of days, I'm pretty sure it's been here for a couple of months. Oh, I got it recently. Like, it gave to me recently, like maybe a week or two. Chat engagement. Yeah, I think it's chat engagement mostly. But yeah, let me go ahead and get this paper towel off. I put this here so I wouldn't smudge anything. Ta-da! I will go ahead and explain though a little bit of what's going on, because I know some people are probably not familiar with watercolor paint and how it works. All this blue stuff on here is drawing gum, which is liquid latex. It helps keep the white parts white, which is very helpful. Is it a vending machine? It is a vending machine. You saw the scan of the line art in the thumbnail, but you couldn't really see it very high depth. But it is a vending machine. It's me in a vending machine. That's what we're doing today. I have like no desk room either, so I don't know how good this is gonna go. Yeah, this blue stuff is for keeping the whites white. So I don't have to go through and paint it later. It just keeps it crisp. Keeps some lines crisp, that's all. I also have my coffee. Ooh, this is gonna be nice. I haven't done a painting stream in like 6 months. I think this is gonna go pleasantly. So I'm gonna start off by just getting my canvas wet and letting that sit for a second. And then chit chat while that semi-dries. I also have to wet all of my stuff. Like, my paints. I gotta wet my paints too. I kind of saved doing anything with water. Oh no. I saved anything having to do with water until like right now because I did not want to spill water. I didn't know you were an artist. Yeah. I mean, I do a lot of digital these days, but I do paint. I actually have a couple of my paintings from the last time we did painting streams. See, it's already starting to bubble. That's why I wanted to get this down first and foremost. There we go. Yeah, we'll let that dry. Let's see. There we go. Watercolor paint setup's kind of nostalgic. It is nostalgic for me. But yeah, this is the painting I did the last time I did a painting stream. It was another vending machine. I like the paint vending machines, they look cool. But yeah, this is what we're shooting for. Be a lot of drawing time. But yeah, you can see what the drawing gum does. You can like put little spots of it and it'll keep the whites. And then you can go back over later. It's very nice. I also have this one of strawberries I was using for color correction for the camera. Everyone have a great day. You too, Dodge Skull. Yeah, that's what we're working on. Really gonna be that. But yeah. It's freaking hot in here already. Watermelon. There's strawberries. I haven't painted a watermelon in a long time. I already gave up. I rolled up my sleeves. Alright, let me grab a round brush and get some pinks. I'm gonna start working on the background first, I think. I kind of hinted to my color scheme that I was going for in the thumbnail, but kind of not really. You saw like the color mock-up, that was about it. I'm gonna do this. I have like no room. I feel like I had more room the last time. Which is true, because I had my laptop and that was way easier. What you planning on doing next stream? It'll probably be Sunday unless I play Minecraft at some point in time. Tomorrow. I might play Minecraft tomorrow. But schedule-wise, it will be Sunday. It'll be Walking Dead. And I thought you wouldn't fight Sans in live stream. I mean, technically, I have no interest in fighting Sans. I don't want to, that's the thing. And drop this there. I should have gave this more time to not bow. But it's gonna bow. I don't know when we'll fight Sans, to be honest. Because I don't want to, and I need to figure out a goal. I want to save that for something, I think. Because I don't want to do it. But I think it'll be more entertaining that way. My friend carried me in the Sans fight. In it together. I think if I do, I'm gonna be here. I'm gonna be there a while. That's gonna be my problem. Is I'm just gonna be sitting there forever. And I'm probably gonna get frustrated. Like, from what I've seen with that intro bit, like the beginning, I don't have any hopes in being able to do it. I don't think I'm gonna be able to actually do it, especially on stream. I might do like a marathon type stream for it. That might be the only way I convince myself to do it. Let's see. My paper's bowing. What I should have done was pre-soak this paper and then tape it down. But I was not in the mood for it yesterday. Usually I like to pre-wet the paper because it's starting to bow from the stretch. Usually I try to soak it up a little bit and it kind of warps the paper out and then you can tape it down, but I kind of forgot to do that. And this is cheaper watercolor paper, so it does that more than other types would. I won because of the power of friendship, thing Sans doesn't have. The power of friendship will carry, especially if you have a friend that's good at video games for you. has to be a little... I'm almost out of Payne's Gray. It's driving me nuts. I used up all my Payne's Gray. There we go. Man, I wish my yapping mood was here. I was in a yapping mood yesterday when I didn't need to be. Now I'm doing my relaxing activity and I'm like reminding myself I need to talk. Wait, what's that? Get our initial washes in. That's another thing about watercolor I really enjoy is you work really lightly. You can see some of the bleeding. This is why I went ahead and I masked certain areas because I know the paper was gonna bleed because this paper is really bleedy when you saturate it a little bit. Oh, I forgot a little spot. Right under here. There we go. Even at games, I was good. He got better. That's like, it kind of reminds me of like when you're a kid and you have your family help you, like your sibling or older cousin or whatever, help you play video games. See, I just didn't play them. That was my thing. Is I just let my siblings play the games. I never played that much games as a kid, which is kind of why I'm doing it now. So it's nice. It's a hobby I didn't realize I was going to enjoy, to be honest. Because when I started streaming, I kind of stuck with the belief I'd do more art streams. That kind of changed as I got a more powerful computer. Because I used to do a lot more art streams when I didn't have a good setup. Like when I was working on a laptop, I couldn't run games. So it was better for me to just paint. Like I was kind of cool just doing drawings. But now I get the opportunity to play games and I kind of really enjoy playing games. That's why I say all the time that I'm not a gamer, because I'm not. I don't have the gamer genes. The only gamer in my family who would play it all in childhood. See, I gave up and just let people play games instead of me. I just figured it was easier than trying to like fight for my turn. And then get frustrated when I was not good at games. So I always just held off and I let other people play games and then I would just watch. That's kind of why I like streaming games now, is because like it's kind of nice just being able to have people watch me play games instead. It's really nice. I feel weird when I play games on my own now. I'm like, somebody should be watching this. Or like I just want to chill. Oh, I guess we're doing traditional art today. We are doing traditional. We're doing paintings. Oh, that green is bleeding. I give my paper enough time. I'll let those background layers start to dry a little bit before we move on. Hi. Nanigoski. Remember the first time I beat Undertale? It took me exactly 24 hours. Oh, where'd it go? Misclick. A misfire. Misinput. Yeah, my paper's bowing. I should have been smart and stretched the paper beforehand. There we go. Yeah, we gotta give it a minute now. If I stretch my fingers, these gloves don't fit very well. Gotta wait a minute. Just give it a little moment. Sip my coffee, chill. What happened to my neck? Goodness gracious. Oh, man, I like doing hand cam streams. I forgot how much I like doing these. It's very chill. It's a good experience. It's very slow and easygoing. I don't have to worry about games, backseaters. There's no spoilers. Alright, that's semi-dry. We can go ahead. Do a little bit of this vending machine. Oh, my voice. A little bit of that vending machine, just like a nice little starter wash. It's a really nice dark blue too. I should have put the reference picture on stream. I'm gonna have to pull that up eventually. For myself anyway. I just know what the initial colors are. So it's easy for me. Just get these basic washes down, and then once we get the washes down, I'm gonna let them dry a little bit, and then we'll start doing more layers. My paper won't stop blowing. Once I let it dry a little bit, like if I let it dry a bit more than it already is, it'll be easier. It'll be fine. This is nice. I have nothing to talk about. I got all my yapping done yesterday. And I shouldn't have been yapping. I'm just playing Undertale. And now I'm here during the perfect yapping stream. And I don't know what to talk about. I haven't even done anything today. I set up everything for stream. It's kind of like what took up my whole morning. Just trying to get everything positioned. It's been a while, so I had to reset everything. I had to remake all my stuff. That took up a decent chunk of my morning. That and doing like the masking fluids and everything. This is why I like the masking fluids, because I can just go like this right over top of it, and it doesn't matter, because it'll just catch it. There's like these parts of like the logo. I do not want to freehand these. What I'm hoping for though is they don't stick, because that's another thing with the masking fluid I kind of don't like. And maybe it's just my masking fluid getting older, and so it's just not as effective, like it's not as good as it was. But it sticks to the paper sometimes, and that's really annoying. Because it'll tear the paper. Or maybe it's just the fact that the paper's cheaper. You just grab this little baby brush, this will be easier. Just to coax it up. But I'm shooting for, I think this will take me about maybe 3 or 4 hours, maybe? I don't know, paintings usually take some time. But I also usually take breaks in between them. That's what's kind of like, I don't know how long this is going to take me. Because I'm going to need to stop for drying time, but I also don't know necessarily how long that's going to take me. To be fair though, it's already been, according to OBS, it's already been like 20 minutes, so I actually think this might take longer. Whoosh. I will say though, this is my favorite medium to paint with. I've done, you know, I like watercolor. I've done acrylic. You know, like everybody has used acrylic paints before. It's kind of like the staple common ground. And then I've used gouache. Gouache is like a weird middle ground. 4 hours, dang, what? Won't be able to hold out that long. It's fine. I might break up this stream though, because, I don't know, 3 AM for me. Oh, no worries then. I don't hold anybody captive. I allow people to come and go as they please. Because I understand people have lives. It's hard for me to be like, no, you have to stay, even though it's 3 in the morning where you are. Especially considering a lot of my viewers do not live in America or have the same time zones. So it's hard for them to, you know, depending on what time the streams are. It's either really early or really late. Whereas to me, it's mid-afternoon. It's early afternoon. It's like lunchtime. So I never get upset with it because honestly, sleep is important. Hello, Jackie. Welcome, hello. I keep forgetting I have hands that I can use. It's been so long. It's been like 6 months, easily. If not more. Maybe like 7. It's almost like, it's easily been over half a year. Hand reveal. Not really, I've done hand cams before. If you want to see my actual hands, I mean, you just gotta look at any of the LEGO streams. I don't use gloves when I do those. But I'm a chronic nail biter, so it's important for me to cover up my hands sometimes. Mainly because they look mangly. Especially because I was really anxious yesterday. I just destroyed my hands on accident. Like, unconsciously did it. Which is bad. I really need to quit doing that. But that's life. And like the bitter agents, like you know how they make like bitter stuff you can put like on your nails? That doesn't work on me. It tastes like Nintendo Switch cartridge. Which I didn't think tasted that bad, it just tastes like acid. Which is basically what those, like, the gel that you put on your nails for nail binding, that's all it is it's acid. But to me that never, I could get through that, I could chew through it. Like a rat. Usually though, like, I'll try to put stuff on my nails to prevent me from, like, eating away at them. Like a rodent. I'll just like put on fake nails. I think that's like most of the Lego hand cams. I think I have nails on because that's me purposefully A, hiding how bad they are, and then B, preventing me from biting them like the day before stream or so. So we get gloves today. However, it's really hot in here, so I might like I've been going back and forth between rolling up my sleeves or not. Because it looks kind of stupid if it's just like this. Nails don't taste good. They do not taste good. I mean, it's not for me, like my nail biting habit, it's not that like that's nowhere near dry. It's not that like the oral fixation of biting it. For me, it's the feeling on my hands of me not having nails. I can't stand having something under my nails, so much so that I just have no undernails. I need to like prevent it at all costs. How's this going? I can't feel it. Yeah, that's pretty dry. So now we gotta let this dry, and then we'll keep working on this, and we'll work towards the foreground. Actually, you know what? Maybe we should... Ooh, my camera flickered? Weird. I caught that on OBS. Weird. Anyway. I should let this dry so I can work on this, get the first washes in, and then we'll have like the blank layer that we can work on from there. Same, my nails are just the pink parts. Yeah, exactly. And I have really brittle. My nails are really brittle, so they break really easily, so then like if I try to grow them out, they like break anyway. And so I just give up. That and I like having fingertips, you know? Like when you have longer nails that go like past your fingertips, you don't have fingertips anymore. And it makes using things hard. Weeb looking art. It is weeb looking art. I am the weeb. Have you seen this creature? Look, I can hold myself. Wait, let me do the thing. I did this before. I've done this before. Grab it, throw it. Grab. Give a little head pat. And we can chuck her away. And pull her back. And like squish her down a little bit. I like longer nails because they help me better at Miku rhythm game. I like the taps. Like when you have long nails and you like tap on screens, it sounds better. I do agree. Like when you see rhythm game players, like the girls, when they play rhythm games and they're like tapping on the screen and like you can hear like the nails tapping against the screen, it sounds super good. Black hand throwing Nori. Torturing Nori. I can squish myself. Actually, you know what? That's the fun part, is I can just like bink, bonk, pop. We can just squish her down, bring her up, and bonk myself. We're almost there. The paper's starting to not warp as bad. That's how I know it's drying. This is like that one ball and stick animation build where it's made. I like being interactive. It's cool to squish myself. Depends. Some tapping noises really piss me off. Some are really nice. I think it really depends on if the nails are fake or not for me. Like, depending on what the nail, how big it is. Like, if it's really long, I don't like how it sounds, but if it's like somebody with really short, like natural nails and they're doing it, it sounds really good. Should wear chrome reflective gloves next time you paint. That would be horrible. I should get like normal white ones. I have these black ones because this is just kind of like what I had. But like the way that I have the lighting in here, you can't see it at all. Like a void. I also gave up on having my sleeves rolled up because it's too hot in here. But I can't show off my nail bitten fingers, so we're dealing with the gloves. But I should get some kind of better glove situation, because I don't really like the black anyway. Should get yellow gloves, like Mesmerize or Teto. I should get skin colored gloves. And like put fake nails on them. Alright, these. It's basically dry. It's like my BGM changed. Let me make sure it's still on the playlist. It did not stay on my playlist. Because I didn't loop it. There we go. There we go. Should get a blow dryer, make it go burr. See, that is a trick to make it go faster that I have done before, but I'm kind of not a fan of it. It doesn't fix the paper warp. If you let it dry naturally, the paper kind of flattens back out a little bit. It doesn't bubble as bad. But if you use the blow dryer, it kind of keeps bubbling. You can always prevent this by just like wetting the paper and then taping it down, but I forgot to do that, so we're dealing with some bubblage. Also, if you have thicker, higher quality watercolor paper, like the really heavy grade stuff, like I think this is only like 120-pound pressed paper, so this is like thinner, like the thinnest watercolor paper you can that's not like mixed media. The thicker like cardstock watercolor paper is better for like heavy saturation, but I'm cheap. I buy cheap watercolor paper because expensive watercolor paper is so pricey. But I guess I can afford to do it these days because I don't paint as much. When I painted more, I kind of like, I felt bad buying really expensive press paper, like cold press, like really heavy cold press paper. It's practically like cardstock. I didn't really feel okay with buying it because it's so pricey, and I was painting like every other day. My hair color got muddy. I have this like pre-existing wash of my hair color here, but it's gotten muddy. It's also really finicky to get my hair colored because it's kind of blue, but it's also a solid purple. There we go, we're getting there. Luckily I have a 24 set of watercolors, so I have a good amount of purples in here. I just gotta get them light enough. Oh, I wish I had a color swatch. Let me grab a piece of paper. Actually, you know what? I have color swatch pieces. Somewhere. There we go. I always keep little chunks of paper. We come here after IRL and paint your hair that color. I don't know if that would be good for me. I don't know if my skin tone could handle. I've been pink, I've never been purple. I don't know if I could handle purple. That's good. You're not a fan of blow dryer? Then get a fan. It's more so the speed of which it dries. Again, I could totally prevent this by just being smart and buying nicer supplies. I think I'm due for nicer supplies. Like, this is a really nice Winsor & Newton watercolor set. It's all student grade paint, but it's all nice and like, it's pretty well saturated colors. Oh shit. There we go. But for me, I'm a cheap gal. I'm gonna buy cheap supplies. Besides my watercolors. And my gouaches. I bought really nice Sakura poster color paints because the containers are really pretty and I couldn't help myself. I make sure I don't paint this ear. Also, these paints don't really sun fade, because that's the thing about watercolors as well, is they sun fade. Like if you keep them out and they touch natural light, they fade quicker. These don't sun fade so bad. If they're a professional grade, they wouldn't sun fade like barely, but these are way better than like cheaper grade paints. These are like a good, like, happy medium. Does your paper soak the pigment, or does it sit on top of the paper? It soaks because it's water. And I can probably just go ahead and take a weenie. I just want that rim light there. I wish my lighting was better. I really need to get a better lighting setup if I'm gonna do hand cams more often. Because I'd like to. I really like doing painting streams. I think painting streams are like some of my favorites. It's been a really long time because I got really into playing games when I got my computer, and I was like, oh my god, all these games. But now the novelty of it's kind of worn off, and I'm kind of wanting to lean back into doing what I have been doing. And do more hand cam stuff with watercolors. Do more traditional painting in general. I haven't done a lot of traditional painting because I've been doing so much digital recently. But I like the process of painting a lot. Like this nice, like, layer by layer by layer. And then, of course, when I'm done with this, I'm going to take a good scan of it and then send it so you guys can see it actually, like, full up close finalized. I'm gonna do the skin tone, I guess, next. It's another like really nice thing about watercolors is because like the paint dries and you can just reactivate it. You can create like pre-colors like what I have, where I have like pre-made colors that I use more often, like my purples and my skin tones and like these grays and greens, because they reactivate. So it's really nice. I really like watercolors and medium. It's very easy to take around. You can go to like beaches and stuff, do quick watercolor paintings. It's a very versatile medium. You can be very detailed if you like let it dry. It can be very messy if you keep it wet. Make sure the camera doesn't fall. It's zip tied. Like quadruple zip tied to my my mic stand. It's not going anywhere. I'm like, yeah, that bitch ain't going nowhere. I gave it some pre-test shakes to hold an accidental face reveal. If that happens, I'm just gonna end stream and then take it down. I'm gonna burn this VOD if that happens. The plastic will wear out. I just zip tied these today. There's like quadruple zip tied in, like it's as secure as it could possibly be. I do want to get a proper mount for it though, because like I said, I want to do these more again, and I feel like that's something I can afford to put some supplies into, like some money into. Maybe like getting a better camera, because like this is just my secondary webcam. This is the one I use when I do body tracking. And it's not the best. It's not bad, but it's not the best either. I'd like to get a nice high-end camera for that. And like better lighting and better, like a proper like overhead arm. I feel like that's something I can afford to put some money into. Better these setups so these look better. It doesn't look terrible, but it's also like not the best. At the very least I could do better lighting. draw static Miku. I plan on doing more art streams in general here soon. I probably like, well, I mean, I've got other games I want to play, but like in the near distant future, I want to do more art streams in general and do more like recommendation stuff. That's kind of why I also set up the thing where you relate outfits, like people can like post outfit recommendations and I can like draw them and make them maybe, because I think that would be really fun as like an art project, like a community outfit type of deal. Panic and static, all manic, don't you find it all romantic the way things used to be? Repeat after me. This is how it should be. In studio seats, my ego wired. Is bro Miku? Possibly. Aren't we all a little Miku? To be fair, she did have a song that says, I'm gonna make you a Miku Miku out of you. No way, HANDCAM. Yeah, boy. We're doing the HANDCAMs. I used to do these a lot back when I had my laptop because these were easier to do. I really like doing HANDCAM stuff. I found a Nero cover, but like not beeping. That's good. I nobody uses Nero. Isn't Nero just like a tweaked Miku voice bank? I think I remember hearing that somewhere. I don't know if that's true though. Hello, Abyss. Abyss in with the E. I'm gonna need a little bit of this color for shading. Yeah, there's no Nero voice bank. Low pitch Rin or high Miku. Yeah, that's what it is. She's like a pitched version. I do remember hearing about that. Like way back in the day. Because people used to do that all the time, I remember. They would have like the fan versions, and it would just be like a voice bank but tweaked a certain way, and they'd be like, this is my OC. Kind of like before like the Utaoids became really mainstream to use and like make your own, when that was harder to do. Or not harder to do, but like less known. I remember that was a thing. Grow up to Rohan level, draw 1 art per minute. Man, that would... I don't think I can draw anything good in a minute. I can probably draw like a really scuffed looking chibi in a minute. I think that would be like my limit on my art skills. I wish you could see these colors better. To be fair, it's not that saturated. I feel like as it gets darker, it'll be easier. Sketch autism creature Miku. I have like no room on my desk right now. Wait, do I have... Is this slide? Let me see. There she is. Really hard to draw when you're holding the paper. Oh, my hands. Can't draw anything good in nearly 28 years. I mean, practice, practice, practice. watching JoJo, there's kiddos fighting against gods, so peak. Isn't that all of JoJo though? It's just like a teenage boy who's built like a 30-year-old man fighting God. Or a demon. The family demon. I don't know, I only saw like little bits of JoJo Part 1 and like one of the other ones. I don't remember which one though. My brother was watching it. I know nothing about JoJo. There we go. All I remember is watching a bit of Part 1 and like having the whole like JoJo Dio feud with the one girl, and then like the mask, and that's kind of all I remember. And then somehow that derails into the whole series, and I don't understand how or why. There's also that one JoJo that has like the old man JoJo in it. The one that speaks like in English curses. Like, oh my god. Oh no. Like, I do remember that one. I saw little bits and pieces of that one. The one with the dog, I think. And then there's that one that takes place in a jail that I know about. But I never saw it. I just remember hearing about it. Well, actually, first 3 seasons, they were built different heroes, but they became more like normal people, not muscular. Joseph. I know all the JoJos have, like, a Joe name. But I'm not confident enough to give who's who. I don't know, JoJo's kind of like, to me, very, like, a show that I would probably watch drunk and really enjoy. Because of like how ridiculous it is. But I don't know if I could watch it like on my own, just as is. Because of how ridiculous it is. Joe Mama. My favorite JoJo character. Joe Mama. Joe Swanson? There's probably a lot of Joes in media, you could do that too. The muscles changed because Araki's style changed over time. So yeah, I heard that too is like, because I've seen like bits and pieces of like the manga's art, like the cover arts and stuff, and it's like the start of JoJo, they're kind of like regular built but kind of strong, and then like as it goes, it's more like artistic in style. Like it's a little more like crazy poses, and like the art gets a little funky and all that stuff, and like the music references. I heard like that is just kind of like how his personal taste had like changed over the years, and I thought that was cool. How everybody just kind of went with it. Or like how it got more popular because of that, I guess. I have a hate-love relationship with drawing trees and painting trees. Legendary to be continued. Well, by itself, it's a good anime. Yeah, that's what I've heard. Like, it's good, but like every little bit of it is a little different because of just how it changes story-wise. Or like story-wise, it's pretty consistent, but like every JoJo is like a little different story told. Like some people like a certain type of like one JoJo, but like not another one. of the parts. And I find that to be interesting, because I don't know what necessarily the difference is. But I do know about the one with the female JoJo that takes place in a prison, and I thought that was really funny, and I almost watched that one because that sounds like a really fun concept. So I guess I kind of understand why some people would like one JoJo but not another. Or why there's like, this is the better JoJo show. This is the better part over this part. Or like what part to start with, because some people are like, start with part 2. It picks up from there, it's better than part 1, and then... I don't know. I feel the same way towards like Baki. Like, I know some people are like, Baki is really good, but in like the ridiculous way. And a part of me is like, I would be into watching that, but in a certain mental state. I don't know if I could spend like a Wednesday afternoon watching JoJo or Baki. I do find it crazy though that the author of Baki is the father of the author of For Beastars. I just find it to be very amusing that that's her dad. Pretty arm, my lovely arms, my coffee scar when I got skinned by a coffee mug. Yeah, hello awesome sauce. Hello everybody. This is what I've been waiting for. Hand cams. It's been a long time since I've done one, Also, I think Awesome Sauce was around the time I was doing hand cams in general. Been a very long time, huh? Your art is so good. Well, this one's a little different. I feel like I should preface by saying this one's kind of cheating. Because I wanted to paint more than I wanted to draw, so I went and I used my model of myself, which is why I'm really on model in this art compared to my other ones. And then, like, I was too lazy to really draw, like, all the details in the vending machine, so technically I've made a coloring sheet more than I have, like, made a drawing. I should probably preface that. I've made a coloring sheet for myself. But, like, the painting part I'm at least doing by hand. My first stream was when you built the Lego bugs. Yeah, I remember. It was around that time. I was doing more hand cam stuff. Like a year and a half ago, I think. It's been a really long time. It's been like, it's been 6 months since my last hand cam. I looked at it the other day. Peak art deserves more recognition. I feel like I'm cheating. Here, let me grab the other. This is one I have drawn by hand. This was one of my hand. There's actually a speed paint for this one, for these 2 streams that I did this. This is one I drew by hand. It's still not mod. Do you want the mod? I can give it to you, I don't mind. I'm kind of handing it out like candy right now. But this one I did, but drawing by hand. And then we did this as a painting stream one time. Don't worry, Coach Treats are fans, everyone. I'm joking. I mean, I don't mind, you know? I remember that one. Yeah! That stream was like, say, 8 months ago. That was back when I was using my laptop because I couldn't play games, so I was doing more hand cams. But I was talking about earlier before you came, how I want to do more of these like painting streams because I really like it. I miss doing these. Where's my mod for real? This is my 2nd day. You gotta earn it. Pay $4 for that one. Man, I put like, I don't know, 4 hours of work into that. $1 an hour. That's my current rate, is $1 an hour. If you gave me mod, I would literally do nothing with it. But yeah, but you'd be blue. Did you think about that one? You would get blue status. And you could ban people. Or mute them. Okay, 5, final offer. I'm gonna need a little more than $1 an hour. for all this hard work. This is true, I like blue. That's what I'm saying. Don't you want to be blue? Da-boo-dee-da-boo-die? It's so hard to get a good concrete gray. Not frequent enough, methinks. Don't do it. Yeah, maybe. 6, final offer. You're not good at gambling, or not gambling, but heckling. No, not heckling. What is it? What's the word for that? Bartering. Bartering? No. What's the word for talking down prices? I don't remember the word. It's left me. Haggling. That's the word. Haggling. You're not very good at haggling. I wouldn't mind if I got like a proper or bargaining. That is true, bargaining too. If I wouldn't mind, I kind of want a good scanner because I would not mind if I do more traditional art, scanning it and like uploading it, and then maybe like making prints. Because I do have that one Calliope Mori art I made. I got a print of it made and I really like it. So now I kind of want to do more prints. Not even to like sell them to other people, more so I just want them. Can become mod in 30 seconds if I donate 69 cents. I don't think you can donate that little. I don't know if Ko-Fi would even accept that. Okay, now I have to make big decisions. I have to decide what I want the dress to be. I don't know if I want to decide that just yet. Let me pull up my reference image. Wait, what is the XP? It's chat. I got your art is easily worth over above $100. You should open commissions. I do have my commissions open. It's in the link in the channel description. At least my digital commissions. I have like shoulder, like bust, half body, legs. I have 75. Is that good? I don't know what the minimum donation amount for Ko-Fi and PayPal is. I don't know if you can even do that. But yeah, technically my commissions are open. They never closed. I opened them and I was like, if you want to, you can. And I just never like did anything about it because I just didn't get any commissions. So I was just like, whatever, they'll stay open forever. No, I mean 75 XP. Oh, the XP. It's chat rate stuff. That's what like that fan thing is. Also, you get the XP for like donations and stuff, like when you get memberships. But like I don't have memberships, so it doesn't count for me. Wait, where can I donate? All of those links are in the YouTube description, the channel description. I really should be putting the links in the description of videos, but I don't. I have 0 XP, I'm still pacifist. I don't know what constitutes the XP points, if I'm being entirely honest. I need to go find my reference picture. I need to look at these bottles. Where are you? There you are. I just noticed I'm drink number 2 global yapper. Global yap in here. I don't know how it decides. That's the thing, it's weird. Wait, minimize that. I have like no room anywhere. There we go. I don't got room on my desk, I don't got room on my computer. There we go. Let me put my glove back on. But yeah, the links for like all of that jazz are in there. I don't get notifications for them though. Noriko, what's your favorite dinosaur? I think you've asked me this before. I think this is like very similar to like the first questions you ever asked me. I don't think I still have a good answer. You'd think I would. My niece is in a dinosaur phase right now, so you'd think I would know more dinosaurs by now. I don't know. I read that scientists think that Triceratops, though, have like like the big part of their head on the Triceratops, the scientists are starting to think that maybe they had like color changing cells, kind of like lizards do, where they can like change colors to make them look more intimidating with that big like crown on their head. Noriko, what's your favorite Space Marine chapter? Isn't that like Warhammer? I don't want to say. I don't know. I don't know nothing. What is that? I have heard Space Marines before, but I don't know anything about it. So I'm not gonna. I don't know. Final answer. Noriko, what's your favorite Star Wars faction? There's factions in Star Wars? I'm not gonna lie, for being like the child of a bunch of Star Wars nerds, I don't know nothing about Star Wars, because I just didn't care. I was too busy watching Dragon Ball. Yeah, Warhammer. Yeah, that's what I thought, because I see like Space Marines, because I look at like miniature painting, and then there's a lot of Warhammer guys, and they're talking about here's my Space Marines, and I'm like, this is cool. Oh, like Empire, Rebels, Separatist, Republic. Oh, see, I don't know. I never kept up. The only way I know about like the Star Wars storyline is because of the Lego Star Wars games, and there's no dialogue in those. Like the ones that are for the PS2. Lego Star Wars for the PS2. I thought about playing that with my sister on stream because I thought that would be funny. Noriko, what's your favorite what's your favorite Lego set from 2007? Probably the pirate one, which I heard is really rare now, which is really cool because we had it. That one's white, this one's yellow. I gotta like individually paint all of these bottles. They're all different colors. And they're gonna take forever. One's like a lemon drink. And two of these are bottles of water, so I'm probably just gonna do like a little blue line. Never mind, I don't have PayPal. Yeah, sadly I have my Ko-Fi is only set up through PayPal. Oh, that's a green, not a blue. I guess we'll use you. I'm gonna mix you in there. Could be a greenish blue. Noriko, you gotta get on that grind. Let us donate. I mean, it's there. You just have to have PayPal. Then I feel bad. I feel bad asking for money. But technically those pages are always open. I just, like, I never tell people about it because I feel bad. Ube has been particularly pushing it recently. Because he knows I'm broke. But will we be able to donate it all? Because I don't have rubles. I wish I could take foreign money like that. I do have some yen sitting in my my PayPal account from when I had a booth back in the day. I sold like V-Royd outfits and I made exactly 100 yen. Noriko hates money. I don't hate money, I feel guilty. That's the difference. It's not that I dislike money, it's that I feel bad taking money. Because then it's like, I feel obligated. Or not obligated, more so I just feel guilty. Because I'm like, I have to use this money for good. I gotta make this good. You gotta stimulate the American economy. What am I gonna do with that? I'm just gonna waste it on video games on Steam and like chicken sandwiches from McDonald's. I mean, technically that's stimulating the economy if I'm just buying chicken sandwiches. That's not true though. I would use any money I got for like streaming stuff and games. I do have some friends who are searching for artists to commission. There is the, let me find it. I'm gonna let this dry for a minute. Let me find my link to my artistry. I'm gonna send your links now. You can't stop me. Go right ahead. I might as well. Let me grab my links. Usually usually if Gabe or Ube is in here, they'll grab them for me and then post them before I even have to. But nobody's here. None of my mods are here. There's the Kofi. There's the artistry. Oh, that one didn't link. I forgot the HTTP, that's why. And there goes a bot in chat spamming links. You should ban them. No. Ignoring, will you share with me some drugs? I do not have drugs. I do not partake in substances. Should ban myself. You can buy a new camera, record your real face, and you can use in streams. No. I specifically do not show my face because I do not like it. Knowing my luck though, I'll be doxxed with like a spoon. I'll like hold a spoon to the camera and dox myself. But yeah, those are those leaks. And then the Discord's also, and not, I could also post the Discord. Usually Ube does that like every stream. Won't you buy drugs with awesome sauce's money? I would buy chicken sandwiches. What are you talking about? Your face is on camera right now. No. Well, I mean, this face. This is the only face you're getting. Be fucked up though. You gave me a little bit of a heart attack, I'm not gonna lie. Because you're a 54-year-old man? Exactly. How do you think I got these beautiful watercolor skills? Yeah, that's your real face. Oh, you're right, you're right. What am I thinking? I'm being stupid. Of course that's my real face. Also, if I took donations or got money regularly, I would totally put the funds aside to get a 2D model. Like a good, actual, like, live 2D model. I think that'd be good. I love 54-year-old men. Well, I am one. Oh, speaking of, like, old men and watercolor painting, one of my favorite channels is this Japanese old man who does watercolor paintings and, like, oil pastel paintings. And he's so sweet. He's just like an old Bob Ross type of guy. And I love him so much. He's so sweet. I love him to death. He's like one of my favorite content creators on the internet. He's just a sweet old man with his like mustache, and he's like very soft spoken, and he does these watercolor paintings, and I love it. I like 55-year-old men better. Oh no, I haven't gotten old man yaoi status. Not yet. And this one's kind of more of like an orange color. Maybe like a little bit of this orange. Also, what's good about yapping while I stream is it gives like some of these little paintings time to, like, these are all really dry already because I've been just yapping. Which helps me. Sponsoring your second channel, I see. Where I'm an old man who speaks Japanese. I don't remember the name of his channel. I wish I did. Because his content is really sweet and I really like him. And I'm gonna be really sad when he stops posting content because either age or like health reasons or something. I'm gonna be very upset. Confirmed. Noriko is a 54-year-old Japanese man who likes painting. Is your evil twin, Noriko Verde, gonna join us? Oh, Noriko Sage. I was thinking about bringing her back next April Fool's Day. I thought that would be really fun. I really like the concept of having like a negative version of me where like the color swap, and that's like the only difference is the hair is a different direction and the colors are swapped. I always thought that was really funny. I really liked how fun that concept was. I really need to lean into the bit though next time. I'm not good at role-playing, guys, I'm sorry. I'm not a good role player. I never have been. I've never really been into it. Noriko Verde's better name, and so as a mod, I now officially make it Noriko Verde. When Noriko Yellow walks in. I've considered next spring making a Noriko Sakura. Like making like myself like a Sakura Miku variant. Where my hair is just pink instead of purple. I thought that would be fun. Noriko orange. I should just make all the rainbows. I should make a Noriko of every color. Especially considering violet is one of the rainbow colors. I think that might be a really fun idea just for shits and giggles. Like as an art project. That might be pretty entertaining to do. One thing that I actually really enjoy about doing these hand cams is I don't scrunch over my desk like a worm. What country flag is that and why are people so hot? You are right though, they are always so hot and I don't understand. It's like the Swedish Noriko Noir, evil Noriko. It's like Goku Black. Let's see, and then these are more like coffee. Polish flag. Damn, thank you, Noriko. Thank you, yeah. I'm an ally. I love how I said that, kind of like how like straight people say that. Like, I'm an ally. I thought that was the Spain flag. I thought it was the flag of Ohio. Is that not the Ohio flag? Oh hell nah, Ohio jokes. I'm allowed to. I live next to the state of Ohio, so I know how people from Ohio behave. So the Ohio jokes were always funny to me, and will continue to be funny to me. I know it became a meme for like, I don't even know why the Ohio thing became a meme. But to me it was always funny. Because people from Ohio are weird, and the meme is totally accurate on that regard. Because people from Ohio are fucking weird. All of them. I've never met like one normal person from Ohio. There's something about the water over there. I live in Florida. I got bit by an alligator this morning. Well, you shouldn't have dipped your toes in the water. You shouldn't have stepped outside. That was your own fault. I also live next to Ohio. We all hate Ohio. We always hate Ohio. We hate Ohio and we hate the Buckeyes. You are legally obligated. Florida is also a weird state because it's all sand. I live in Texas and I got shot in the chest this morning. Just, I don't know, rub some dirt in it. It'll be fine. Put a little dirt in there. Spit, go to your local saloon and call it good. God damn the dubstep. The BGM. The background music. It's... burn your wound. Yeah, put some like open a shotgun shell, dump some gunpowder on it, and then light it. Like how they do in the movies. Flew to West Virginia and Mothman gave me a pepperoni roll with some Mountain Dew before he left to work at the coal mines. Did you see? I saw online somebody took the Mothman statue and put a tramp stamp on it, and it is so funny. This is the funniest shit I have ever seen. Because, like, for no good reason, the Mothman statue is thick. I don't understand why they sculpted him that way, but they did, and it's really funny. Damn, I need to move to West Virginia. I also love those, like, there's those, like, bumper stickers that say, like, Mothman stole my wife. I think those are always really funny. The children yearn for the mines. The children do yearn for the mines. I live in the freaking UK. Isn't it really hot over there right now? Like, you guys are getting, like, summer heat waves really bad. I heard something like that, like, because you guys don't got AC. It's like brutal over there right now. Bro lives in the UK, he's gonna get shanked. I saw that in the UK, like, the knife violence has gotten to the point where people are just fighting with swords again. It's just like the most British thing I've ever heard. You guys are just having sword duels over there. I live in Russia. See, look, this is what I'm saying, like, a lot of my viewers are, like, mixed. Like, you guys are global, I'm Mr. Worldwide. It is super hot, and I will be getting shanked. I'm eating a bell pepper like an apple right now. Ugh. I would not do that with a bell pepper, but I would totally do that with a tomato. That sounds delicious right now, actually, just eating a tomato. Oh man, now I kind of want a tomato. Like a garden fresh tomato. Run thy pockets, scallywag. Frick fights with swords. I don't know, it's like I saw... Like the night, like I saw like a video of like, I don't know where in the UK, but it was in the UK and two dudes were like fighting in the streets and they each pulled a knife out of their pants, like out of their belt. But like the knives were like easily 8 or so more like inches long, and at that point they're just sword fighting. Tomato with salt? Ooh, tomato with salt. Or like a salt, like a really tart apple with some salt is also very good. Why? Bell pepper good? I prefer them cooked. If I gotta eat a bell pepper, I'm gonna eat a cooked bell pepper. Now that's personal preference. I couldn't eat one raw. I'm not big about them raw. Those were machetes. They didn't look like machetes, they looked like more like a regular knife, but they were really big. They weren't like machete shaped. They were kind of shorter than a machete too. It really just looked like a dagger, like a sword. I really have no idea how the hell we've evolved back to sword fighting. but I'm kind of okay with it because it's really funny. It's not, you can get hurt really bad, but it's also just really funny to watch two dudes with, like, dressed in sweatpants, like, dueling. I'm also a girl, so she, her. Please, I'm gonna get shanked, it's gonna be a cutesy girly way. In the back. Gonna get stabbed in the back, and then you go, ah, and then you fall over and just die in the streets gracefully. Girl moments. Girl power. God, I can't wait to get all these freaking little bottles done. So I can work on some bigger stuff. Because I gotta give them a moment to dry before I paint the next one. Because they're really close together, but they're all different colors. So I gotta like stop, look at chat, let whatever I just put down dry a little bit, and then go back at it so it doesn't bleed. Noriko, why do you attract queers? Because I am one. I feel like that's like the most straightforward answer. Is I attract them because I am, and I am a safe space. Which I find pride in. I am happy to be a safe space. The dog in JoJo's called Iggy too. The dog in JoJo looks fucking weird. In what way? I don't know. Or you mean like how I'm queer? Mainly in just like being a bisexual mess. But you know, I mean, I'm also kind of chill with just being vaguely non-binary in a way. At least from like the neck up. I don't know, I don't necessarily like, I'm fine with being a girl. But like at the same time, I'm also fine with kind of not being one. Noriko's gender mysterious. At least from the neck up, I am. I don't know. It's one of those things where like I'm cool with it. And I've always kind of just been cool with it. Like I knew somebody who was more non-binary, like a gender-neutral person in middle school, and the whole time, like, you know, this is like when you're learning about these things for the first time, and I was just kind of like, that makes sense. I didn't even question it. I was like, yep, that tracks. You do seem like somebody who is just mysterious like that. So I've never even questioned it, ever. I've just been like, yep, people are people. That and just being bi in general, I've always been very open. Wait, hold up, Noriko's packing? I am. Yeah. I got a girl body. And then a man's face. How long have we been drawing for? We've been painting for about, how long has it been? Like an hour and a half? Yeah, we've been painting for about an hour and a half. It took me like, I don't know, 2 or 3 hours to do this drawing a couple days ago. I've been drawing in general since like I could hold a pencil. I've always been drawing. Alright, where are we now? I suppose we can start working on the back of the vending machine. I need more of a blue gray for this one than the warm gray we had before. God damn, yeah. I sadly really follow that stupid trope of like tomboy, but like she takes off the jacket and she's got boobs. I'm sadly a stereotype. But it's true. I can't help that I have the body that I have. Can you even see the grays I'm laying down? Yeah, you can. Can't wait for the next stream painting of Space Marine Maid. Space Marine Maid. I remember freshman year in high school, my friends thought I was Pan. Turns out I'm Demi. I'm fine with- I label myself as bi, but that's more so out of the ease of doing so. I'm in the category of like, I don't care. If I vibe, I vibe. But for the ease of conversation, I always say bi. That and then just like when I was figuring that stuff out, pan wasn't necessarily like a thing, and then like all the other like subcategories weren't really a thing, so it was easier for me just to go, bi. I like both. So I've just kind of always stuck with that label, but it's never like, it's not like a binary of like this or that for me. It's always just been like this, that, and everything in between. As long as you're happy with it, it's all good. Yeah, I'm fine with my body type. I used to not be. I used to be pissed about it when I was younger, but that's just because I matured quickly and I was really mad to have a girl body. But I coped with it. I got used to it. I like pretty women and pretty women. Hell yeah. I like men. That's also good. Everybody's accepted here. I too also like pretty women and pretty men. I like pretty people. Okay. Oh, I forgot. Like right here. What if I don't like anyone? Isn't that asexual? In which case that also counts. Or aromantic, I guess. Both? I don't know. If I speak bad about myself in this, will I get banned for this? I mean, not really unless it's like too bad. As long as it's like not too venti, I kind of don't mind. If people are like, I'm a dumpster fire, I'll be like, haha, same. Though I wouldn't expect comfort from me, for it at the very least, is what I'm saying. If like, because I've had people in my chat like vent before, and I don't know what to say other than be like, damn, that's rough, buddy, and then like same, and then that's usually it. That's the level of comfort I can provide. Depends on if it's romance or sexuality, because the two are different. Exactly. I like girls that are nice to me and actually value my company. That's how it should be. I mean, that's, you know, romantic intent in general should be. Is you should just like them. I feel like I'm focusing too much inside the vending machine. But I also kind of want to get all these like little nitty-gritty details done so I can focus more on the bigger parts. And then come back and shade these later. There we go. Time to start asking some dumb questions. Oh boy. It's Q&A time. Alright, and then once this inner part starts drying, we'll touch up the vending machine itself, get more color on this, start painting this. Actually, I should probably paint that now that I have some gray. Ah. I should at least put like a base wash down on it. Just to say I did. And then get a little bit on the inside here. There we go. You guys have 3 arts in chat? Like links or just... I don't think links work in chat. Oh, I mean in the Discord? Yeah, you can post art in the Discord. The Discord has an art channel specifically for all that. What's your Discord called? Noriko's Cafe? Because I wanted to make it like a cafe. I kind of wanted to have like a cafe motif for a while, but I kind of haven't committed to it. Why is there food pics? Because I like sending food pictures. It's mainly me being like, I want to send food pictures, so we'll have food pics and pet pics. But I kind of wanted to have like a cafe motif, but I haven't really like... Oh my bad, I'm in 3D art. Oh, you can post like either screenshots of it. I don't know if like I think you might get yelled at by Carlbot for links, but I don't think it will be. I kind of neutered Carlbot because he was annoying, so he has no power. But he might yell at you for links, but he shouldn't do anything bad about it. There been events chat? Events chat's kind of like if I have anything big planned. I haven't really like used it that much because I really don't have anything big planned, but I use it. They lobotomized the bot. I did lobotomize him. He was bothering me. And he was like really annoying and I have not like fixed him. So I've just been like hand monitoring chat, or not chat, but the Discord rather than have the bot. Mainly because I set him up to be a little too protective and now I have to fix him again. I only did it because I was really paranoid though. Lobotomized bots are scary. How the hell can a robot get lobotomized? I don't know, have you seen the Twitter AI? I mean, he's been getting lobotomized pretty regularly. I don't know, I don't keep up with the whole clonk thing. But I do know people were joking about it. About him getting lobotomized. Alright, let me give the little Violet his leaves. And we're gonna leave this to dry for a minute. Do you know how it feels to be lobotomized? I mean... I imagine getting an ice pick shoved under your eye doesn't feel very good. It's scary. I saw like a documentary about how lobotomies were created and how they were done and like how they got banned. It's very scary. I'm not gonna lie, it's one of the most horrifying like medical history things I've ever looked at. Right next to the origins of the chainsaw. I need to give this time. I don't want to like make any of the outfit bleed because this is where it really matters because this is like the focal point, so I'm not gonna touch this until all of this dries. I need to be patient. The only downside of watercolor is I gotta be patient. And then once I'm happy with all of this, we have to let it extra dry, and I have to peel off all of this masking fluid, and then we can start painting the underneaths. Oh, my neck. Might as well go peek in the Discord while I'm waiting. I love listening to cutesy anime girls while playing Space Marines too. I would not consider myself a cutesy anime girl, to be honest. I'm more of a cool guy. Oh my god, a doggo. But yeah, I'm trying to think. Oh yeah, the cafe motif. I wanted to lean into that more. I've been planning on redesigning like my overlays and stuff to fit that more. I'm kind of waiting though. I think I want to start doing that in the fall. My doggo. The very cute doggo. I'm not a huge dog person though, to be honest, in real life. I'm okay with dogs, but I'm not like... I wouldn't say I'm a dog person. Being cute or being cool is a big dilemma in life. I'm neither. That's my problem. I'm just kind of like lame. I can't settle on one, so now I have the personality of a wet paper towel. His name is Casper. Oh, such a cute dog name. I always thought Oliver would make a really cute dog name. Cat's better. I do like cats. Cats are a little more my speed because they're very independent. I'm more of like a reptile person though, if I'm being honest. Like cold-blooded animals. I really like my cold-blooded animals. Like reptiles and amphibians and fish. Those were always kind of more my speed. I prefer frogs. Exactly. Russian Power's got it. Russian Power understands. I'm gonna roll up my sleeve so I know if I dip it in this ink or in this paint. I love getting a nice smooth line. The scariest thing I've ever read was about execution sending you to the ocean fully tied with rope smeared with honey and then small insects gnaw at you. Oh, I heard about that. That's awful. Same thing with the rats. They also did that with rats back in the Middle Ages. My bullfrog is called World Ender. Oh, you have a bullfrog? I always thought that was so cool. People who own like the big frogs. I'm a snake person. I own a snake. I have a ball python. And he's my baby boy. But I always thought people who keep frogs are really cool. But I always had a soft spot for snakes. Because they have no legs. They're just like faces. It's honestly just really cute to me how snakes are. Also, it's my Chinese zodiac, so I've kind of always had a little thing for them. always really liked salamanders too. I always thought that salamanders were really cute. Which kind of also lays with like axolotls, but like axolotls are really hard to care for, so it's one of those things where I think they're neat, but from afar. But in the Discord, I'll, whenever I go outside, if I see like a creature, I will post them. Like I have a fish pond with a couple goldfish in it, and my fish pond recently had a bunch of tadpoles in it, and I was posting update pics of them turning into frogs. And now they're all frogs, and they've gone away. They've left me. They've grown up and left the nursery. The water's turning the frogs gay. The fact that that had some truth to it is like funny to me. They like messed with their like hormones and like made them hermaphrodites. Mud skippers are so silly. I saw somebody who had like I saw a lady who had like a mud skipper tank. Like she kept mud skippers and she had like a system where it would like drain and fill water to create like a low tide, high tide system. And I thought that was so cool. Like she had it set on timers so it would create like a natural high tide and low tide for the mud skippers. And I thought that was so neat. I love when reptile people do shit like that. Also, I think it's really funny people are getting into keeping mud skippers. Of all animals. Did you try Terraria? I have not played Terraria. I got re-addicted to Minecraft though. I didn't mean it, but I've been playing a lot of Minecraft. Wait, I didn't know that? What, the mud skippers thing? And they people keep mud skippers in like a high tide, low tide system? I don't know, it was some lady that I saw on the internet who keeps mud skippers. But I thought it was funny because it like fed my algorithm into giving me more videos of people who keep mud skippers. And I thought that was entertaining because like it's such a niche pet to have. Like how do you go up to somebody and you're like, I keep mud skippers. No, I was talking about the frogs. I didn't know that was truth to it. Oh yeah, that was actually true. But like frogs are really sensitive to chemicals in general though, so that makes sense to me. I'm planning on getting the second bullfrog. Ooh, big old chunky boy. I really like those the other big frogs, those like Pac-Man frogs. The ones that can eat mice. I always thought that was really cool. I don't know, I like big creatures. I also really like the New Caledonian geckos, like crested geckos and gargoyle geckos, and like, the other like really big geckos. Oh, what are they called? Lichianus? Lichianus geckos. There's a hair on the brush that fell off and now it is stuck. Brush hair fell off. God damn it, I'm just gonna have to... There we go. I'm an Undertale fan. I can't read. How did you play the game if you can't read? So I can say sir a second bullfrog is at the second tower. Kind of related, but I fucking love moths. They're like butterflies, but better. I do agree. I like moths. I really like taxidermy. I've been wanting to collect more taxidermy bugs. I have a set of butterflies, a male and female butterfly, and I really like them. And so I've been wanting to collect more. Specifically, I want some moths. I want some really pretty moths. Because I know there's people who raise moths, for the sake of raising moths, but then, you know, moths don't live very long, so then they die, and then you can buy them for taxidermy purposes. You know, I thought that would be really cool to have more taxidermy. Oh, moths are cute, but my friends are scared of them. There's no reason to be scared of butterflies or moths. I never understood that. Being scared of, like, a moth. What's the moth gonna do? It can't do nothing, it's a moth. The thing is that they eat your clothes. Well, yeah, but that's like the worst they can do. They can't bite you. They'll just eat your clothes. Moth ate my grandma. Would your grandma a sweater? Jumping spiders are kind of cute. Ooh, I agree. I wanted to keep a jumping spider. They're all over my house. And I love them. They're really cute. Which means my house can't be filled with moths, which is a shame. I mean, have you seen the people who raise silk moths? I thought that was really cool. The people who raise up silk moths from like worms into silk moths, and they keep the cocoons, and then they hatch, and then you get both silk and a moth. I don't remember who, but there was a first lady who had a hobby, or I don't know if it was the first lady or the president, who had a hobby of raising silk moths, and I thought that was really neat. 2 for the price of 1, and yeah, you can collect silk. I don't know what you would do with raw silk, but you could collect it. It could be yours. You can like keep the little cocoons, and you can be like, this silk is mine. My frogs keep eating the jumping spiders in my room. I wish there was a jumping spider in my room. I have like a normal little house spider that lives in my bedroom, and he's my friend. Free food, eat the silk. There's people who actually eat silk moths, like the larvae. It's like a delicacy apparently. Not necessarily my cup of tea, but I'm not gonna judge. I told myself I was not gonna continue filling in this area, but I'm still going to. You know guys, best pet is a rock. It is the best. Pet a spider, I named him Harvey. I saw that like you can keep jumping spiders like in a very cute little container. And I always thought it was adorable. Like the people who do keep jumping spiders, they have like a little plastic container, and they like, it's like tall vertically, and then they'll be like, here is my little jumping spider's home, and they only live for a couple of years, so you just keep them for a little bit. Free food, eat the moth. Oh no. It's not just a boulder, it's a rock. Don't eat moths. I think most butterflies and moths are poisonous, to be honest. They're not made to be eaten. I heard a story one time of a kid who died because he crushed up and injected a butterfly. Which I don't know if that was true or just like internet tabloids being internet tabloids, but that is like the craziest shit I've ever heard in my life. Can you imagine injecting a butterfly? Like, who would do that? Why would you even have the idea to do that, you know? what would even like give you the concept that that is something that you should do or would give you good effects? I want a husky dog. Ooh. I have an aunt who owns huskies and they are very loud. Hey Hans, is that a human? No, it's just a rock. You're lucky I recently played through Pacifist like a month ago, so now I understand these Undertale references, kind of. BFDIA 21 today. Jack and Jelly 5 made a post saying BFDIA 21, Jesus, is today. Oh my god, TPOT 19 just came out. What? Huh? All of those words went over my head. Nice art. Hello, hello, Echo. Thank you. We're working on it. It's all wet right now, so I can't touch it. So I keep like nitpicking in this area, and I need to stop. I need to like work more generally in this area so I can move ahead and start doing the other parts. I'm getting not lazy, I'm more so like I'm too hyper focused on certain aspects more than the others. I told myself I would take only about like a few hours to do this, and I changed my mind. It's not gonna happen. It's gonna take way longer. So keep yapping. You know what, let me work on skin tones a little bit. I feel like that'll snap me out of it if I get to work on other parts. I just can't touch the vending machine. It's so hard to paint with paints. I actually kind of like watercolor because it's forgiving. I think watercolor is like the most forgiving paint. Because like, say for example, like I put down this color and I don't like it, I can just erase it. It's the chillest stream I've been on ever. That's kind of like my goal when I paint, is I like to just vibe. I prefer like a nice chill time. I gotta remix my skin tone. I kind of muddied it a little too much. Chat, she has hands. I do have hands. I need my like signature like pink shade. Every time I use paints, it looks like a deformed creature in the depths of hell. I mean, it's more so a skill set. I've been painting for a very long time though. Watercolor was like my first medium when I was a kid, and I kind of always stuck with it because I really like it. So now it's kind of the medium I prefer. So this is a culmination of years of like childhood watercolor painting skills that have accumulated into actual skills. Is it new hair, just a different angle from you? No, it is new hair. I got my bob. We got the bob back. I'm no longer short. I'm like, my mom will only let me cut it this short. I love how small this community is because it never stays on big streams. Like, the chat is just complete yap and there's no interaction between streamer and chat when there's a lot of people. That is very true. It's very hard. I understand why though. Because it's really hard to balance talking to everybody. Especially when chat's going a mile a minute. Sometimes my chat will go a mile a minute and it's really hard to keep up with. So I understand the appeal. My phone's kind of dying. I have 2%. Oh my goodness, it is gonna die. 1%, 15 seconds. Arvlin, plug your phone in. If you gotta go, you gotta go. The hair physics are crazy. I feel like the hair physics are just more noticeable when it's longer. You don't really get to notice it. Alright, bye-bye Farlin. Go charge your phone. You need to. Go charge that thing. Yeah, it's kinda true. It is kinda true. Knew it had more fringes. Yeah. Which, to be fair, my hair is this short right now in real life, and it does stick out like this all the time. Not today though, because it's kind of flat because I slept on it weird. Oh goodness. There's some blue in there I did not see. Your hair looks like a pink bush. I got... I don't know what I was gonna say, I lost my train of thought there. It is kind of bush textured, isn't it? Because of all the layers. And we're all here for it. It's really hard to nail my hair color with paintings though. One thing I noticed, like, I'm trying, it's hard to get that exact muted color. I either always make it like overly saturated or not saturated enough, or it's like the wrong shade of purple. Because it's kind of more blue scale than like pink scale. I'll put my paintbrush in my mouth real quick so I can do that. Yeah, I think watercolor is like the most forgiving medium. That's why I kind of don't like painting in any other like paint medium, because watercolor is just, it's so versatile, it's so flexible, and it's very forgiving. Like if you fuck up, it's very easy to fix as long as it's wet. It's so water. It is so water. I have worked with ink though before. Ink is like a very unforgiving medium if you ever like ink paint like watercolor, because they do make like liquid watercolors that kind of behave more like an ink. Those are not forgiving at all. You have to be very confident in where you put your color. If you're not painting with watercolor, what are you doing with your life? Watercolor and colored pencils. Plus there's a bunch of really interesting other mediums outside of paint for watercolor. You can get watercolor markers, there's watercolor inks, like liquid watercolor. There's watercolor colored pencils where like you can, it's like a colored pencil and then you can take some water and you can like blend it in. Those are really cool because it creates a fun texture. Yeah, there's like some, like the watercolor markers are the same way. It like works as a marker and then you can take some water and you can blend them. So you kind of get the versatility of having just like a liquid paint that's water. Like a water-based paint. So there's like so many like super interesting ways to use watercolor. Plus, like, you know, like I'm using a 24-piece palette, but you can easily use like a limited palette and like create pretty much every color you need. But I, for one, like my 24. I like my 24 palette. Also, just like not watercolor pans like what these are, but like tube watercolors are usually really saturated as well. And the thing with tube watercolors is you get more shelf life out of your paint that way. Like, for example, I put all that blush down, and I know it looks like a lot in the moment, But I've done this, and I'm gonna let it soak a little bit because I can just blot it and make it a little lighter. I don't like that shade of pink though, it's kind of mudded. It's a little muddy. It's not mud, it's paint. Well, I'm kind of referring to the mix of colors, like for example, my dirty water dish. That's mud. That's mud water right there. Oh, that's also the thing with watercolors. I don't think a lot of people think about this, but it's easier to do, what is it called? Two wells. So you have two wells, you have clean water and you have dirty water, and that way you always have clean water, so your colors don't get muddy. But the colors on my pan are already muddy, and I'm like reactivating them, so they're just muddy again. Forbidden coffee. I've drinking my fair share of paint water in my day. Luckily watercolor paint water is not dangerous. We Maxing today, sundresses and watercolors. Yep. It's summertime, baby. I still haven't decided what I want to do for the dress yet. I have like my mock-up that has the colors, but I haven't necessarily settled on anything. I don't know what color I want to do. I'm thinking pink, like a really like coral light pink, but I haven't decided yet either. I might do blue, but I'm thinking because of the colors around it. We'll figure it out later. We're also at that stage where like I'm in the details, so I just get to go and like put layers of more color on stuff. I think I want to add a little bit of this magenta in here to make it more of a shadow color. There we go. I want like a pink purple. What about a salmon pale orange? Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, maybe. My favorite part about painting leaves and trees is it's just like impressionist. You just get to drop some color on there and call it good. I might make a little more of like a purple one to like put in these darker corners. There we go. Fish. I'm biased, I like oranges. No, I think that'll actually work color scheme wise, because I was leaning into a pinkish color. It looks really dark on stream, but I promise it doesn't look that bad. I think a yellow could work, orangey yellow. Ooh, that might work too, like a yellow orange. I'm kind of thinking about like what my complementary colors are as well, because that also kind of depends on if it's gonna look good or not. Also, I'm in the stage where I'm gonna have to start glazing color soon, which is where you do really light washes to create layers. You'll see what I mean. I'll do it on the bushes and you'll see what that does. Right now we're in the layering section, where I'm gonna keep throwing layers and layers and layers of paint on here until it creates the illusion of detail. And then you slap like a yellow glaze on top of it, and it kind of homogenizes all these colors. What kind of paper do you use for watercolors? Watercolor paper. I don't know if it's cold press or hot press paper. Let me check. I use 140 pound. Oh shit, it doesn't say if it's hot press. Cold press. I use 140 pound cold press watercolor paper. Which the cold press, hot press, all that changes is the texture of the paper. I imagine a pretty strong one, but it would be too thick or it won't absorb. Yeah, watercolor paper comes in a variety of thicknesses. I use like a thinner watercolor paper because I'm cheap. The heavy grade stuff that's like, I'm using 140 pounds. There's like up to like 200 pounds, I think. And 200 pounds is like cardstock paper almost. But it's also very good for when you're doing a lot of saturation. Like really heavy water. I had no idea there was watercolor paper, but that makes sense. Yeah, there's paper for different mediums. Like there's multimedia paper, there's watercolor paper, there's graphite paper, toned paper. Like they have paper that's like already like a neutral tone, and those are good for like colored pencils. Bro, that weighs more than me. Well, no, I mean the weight is like how much the paper is pressed. I don't get how the XP thing works on YouTube. I don't either. Everybody keeps asking me if I know anything about it, and I really don't. I don't know what to tell them. I'm like, I don't know, man. I just started getting it like a couple weeks ago. It's also kind of bias, I think. Or at least I feel like it has a bias. It doesn't give me XP even though I talk a lot. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how it like counts the XP up or anything. YouTube, because I looked into it and to see if like in the studio, like the YouTube studio, if it had any more information on that, and it doesn't. So I really don't know what the system, like how it works, or how it's tallying anything. So I don't know what to tell people when they ask about it. It's just weird. I need like a sap green, which is another color that I'm like fighting at the end of for. Because I use it a lot. Pound rating of paper. How much does 500 pieces weigh? Oh. Person number one says a few things that are already number one. Yeah, I don't get it. Who's number one right now? Because usually it's kind of biased, I notice. Oh, weird. Yeah, I don't know. Oh, it's raining outside. If the stream dies, it's because it's raining. Nope, I told myself I was not gonna touch the vending machine. Holy shit, that's 240 pounds paper, weighs like 8 ounces per page. Yeah, it's heavy. It's like cardstock. Like really heavy duty paper. But yeah, you can buy paper of all weights. Alright, I think it's time. Start working on this part. I've been putting it off, but it's finally time. Yeah, it's weird. I don't know how YouTube implements it. All I know is like what they tell me, which is that it's based off of like donations and points and stuff. Alright, let me see if I can make a really nice color. Like a coralish pink color. An orangey pink. Which I think I can easily do. I think there was blue on this brush. Are you sure? I hope so. A little too much on the orange side. There we go. And that's really dark and saturated. It's really saturated on stream, Jesus. I'm looking at it. Yeah, I like that. That's a good color. That's a really good blush color, actually. Or shading color. I might use that for some of the shading. It's a good skin tone. And we can go. Yeah, there we go. But yeah, I'm not 100% confident about the point system. I don't even know if I can turn it off. I think I might be able to. But I'm curious to see how YouTube fixes it. What the hell's going on in the Discord? Why did I wake up with the most diabolical string of words I've ever seen? I was up really late last night. If that's what you're talking about. I was up really late, and I was adding art to my secret folder, and I was very tired. My filter was gone, if that's what you're referring to. If that's what you're even referring to. I don't know, it might be going crazy right now for all I know. It might- he Cool Man might be referencing the fact that, Ube said I should draw myself pregnant as a joke. That might be what they're talking about. Because that is like the most diabolical string of sentences in there. Yeah, that's it. That's what I thought. As a joke, haha, right? Haha, I hope. God, I hope. He did put a JK after, so I guess I have to believe him. To be fair, that is a meme though. Of like, draw this character pregnant. So I'm gonna believe that he was joking. For the sake of my soul, I'm gonna believe that he was joking. In Minecraft? No, that's worse. That is worse. Your Discord is cursed. It is a little cursed. It's my fault. I feel like it's a moment of chat reflex streamer where I'm kind of cursed. And it's just bled through. It's my brand at this point. Just check memes. What the hell was the Zelda one? He's thinking about booty. Yeah, he's thinking about Zelda's hip size. That's all. And it correlates with other things that I was talking about last night. Honestly, if I'm sending messages in the Discord past like midnight, don't look at them. Don't question what they are. Don't question what I'm saying. I'm not of the right mind. I'm tired and the filter is gone. Stream's getting a little quirky at night. They do get a little quirky at night, Yarmatey. I'm also thinking about booty. As you should. The streams do get quirky at night though. I feel like nighttime streams is when I'm at my worst. That's why I don't stream at night that much. So now like I stream Minecraft at night whenever I'm bored, and then it becomes immediately cursed. To be fair, Zelda does have a really nice figure, especially in Breath and Tears. That's true. They did do a really good job on making her look really nice. I have not played those yet. I don't know if I will. I did play through Twilight Princess, and I had a lot of fun doing that. So I've been considering playing other Zelda games. Zelda. I might have said Zelda. Today is Oogidy's birthday. Happy birthday, Oogity, whoever you are out there. Knowing me, I probably did say Zelda. Oh hell no, freaky hours. No, I said Zelda. Oh, okay, because I totally could have done that without even thinking about it. I do have freaky hours, I'm sorry. I feel like that's like the dichotomy of me though, is like, you know, I'm a nice comfy chill streamer most of the time, like this, and then the freak kind of comes out. It's one of those don't feed me after midnight type of things. I realized you sent that meme on Discord. Yeah, I did. Don't look into the rest of it though. I don't want to answer for my sins live. Grab a somewhat smaller brush. There we go. I need my glazing color. I'm gonna do this. I was talking about earlier with glazing a light wash on things. It really makes it comprehensive. You can really blend everything in. Have you seen Peter Griffin versus Deadpool? I have not. It's an epic rap battles of history. It sounds like it. It sounds like something that would be an epic rap battle. Have you seen Columbo versus Kira Killer? I have not. It's so peak. It's 11 minutes. Jesus. Or maybe Kermit versus Sukuna battle. And I don't watch these like death battle things or like rap battles or anything like that. I'm not on that side of YouTube. There we go. That's enough fiddling with that. Yeah, I don't think today is the good day to introduce more people to the Discord because of what I said last night. Not a good first impression on my part. So please note, I usually don't behave that way. Not in a bad way, but like, you know. I'm usually not that active at night anyway. That was kind of one of those rare occurrences where like I was awake and I shouldn't have been. Today's a great day, they won't be surprised in the future. Oh, that's fair. They get exposure therapy first thing. So they aren't shocked when they learn that I'm weird. Fair enough. I still need... I want to get more layers on this. Part of the vending machine. I think. I'm not happy with it yet. Oh. That's a dark blue. It should work though, as long as these are dry. Get the big brush. I like the big brush, but my thing is about the big brush is it soaks up so much of the paint that sometimes it's kind of not that useful. Ooh. Thank God I masked this. I can't even imagine trying to do this without masking it first. That would have been such a pain in my rear. I'm almost out of this color. I'm fighting to get this paint out. It's like my darkest blue. It's like a gray blue. This paint's gray, I think. But it's such a good color. I really like... It's like my favorite color. But the thing is, each one of these little individuals is like... I don't remember how much exactly, but they're a couple bucks each. So when I run out of a color, I always end up not buying more. I just always make it using the other colors I have. Which isn't always the best, because sometimes it's nice to have the colors you use regularly on hand. Nope, rather than having to mix them all the time. One stream oiled up in Minecraft. Only in Minecraft. I thought it would be fun. I was thinking about, you know, how I was talking earlier about doing different painting streams. I think it'd be really fun to do like a Bob Ross style, like oil paint stream. I don't know the logistics of how I would do that though. Because I don't have the desk space for a big old painting like that. And I'm worried if I had like a tripod, I would end up doxing myself because I like to lean in when I paint. And the thing is about like the setup I have now, I literally can't lean in. I don't have the room to, because everything is like over my head. I want to do different types. I also thought about doing perler beads. I've been considering doing that for a while for hand cam. Doing like perler art, make little pixel art. Make like Undertale characters. All sorts of fun stuff. Okay, chat, I must go. There's math class to finish. Finish your work. Do what you have to do. I will be here. Most likely. I'm probably gonna end up being here for a while. I see no end to this anytime soon. Hell, even if I don't finish this in one sitting, I might finish it this evening. And come back in the evening and finish. How long are we gone for now? 2.5 hours? Oh, that's nothing. But I'm gonna need to have more dry time. Usually painting like this takes a good, I don't know, half hour to dry. Like entirely. I need the whole paper to dry to peel off the latex parts. Good luck, bro. I know, right? It's gonna be a pain in my rear. Because I really like to let this dry as much as physically possible before I peel off, like, this part. Because I have been impatient in the past and peel it off too soon, and it rips the paper because it's still wet. Because the paper is still clinging to it. I have to wait until it dries and then it lets go of it. If I paint it too soon, it just kind of... it rips and then it's all for nothing. Alright, I gotta give that a moment. That's a lot of area to dry. And once that's dry, I want to go back and do another shadow layer on this side of the vending machine. And then I want to start getting some of this metallic shaded and some of these blacker parts. And then I gotta paint this advertisement on the bottom. I still gotta get the purse. And then some of the inner parts of this vending machine. And then probably... we're gonna have to let this dry entirely. Because once I peel off- ow, my elbow. Once I peel off all of this, like all the gum and stuff, that's a whole other amount of painting I have to do. Oh, it's getting hot in here. And I drank all my coffee. Dang. But yeah, like all of the bottles need to be shaded, the backgrounds need to be, behind the vending machines need to be done, like all these little white areas need to be shaded. It's because of me, guys. Trust. Possibly. This part needs to be done. There's like a little... There was a design in here that I decided to freehand instead of draw in, and I shouldn't have done that. Because now I have my work set for me. Alright, this side's at least dry. This part's probably not yet, though. So I should... I don't know. I guess I'm done shading the hair, so I guess this purple's good for this metallic. I find metal to be like the hardest thing to paint. There's something about like the lights and the darks in it that make it like really difficult to get all the layers in to make it look right. Like that I need to rework over. I need a little brush for that. Look you. You'll work. That's what I mean when I say watercolor is forgiving, because I mean I can pull that up even though that paint has already technically dried. You can work it with a little water and just rub it away. It really is the most forgiving medium. As long as you let it be. Oh, this is impossibly hard to paint. Metal, though. Alright, that's dry enough. I can take some of these blacks and grays that I have, and we can go start doing these. Also, the thing is, my watercolors have like warm blacks and cool blacks, and I always forget which one's which until I'm using them. Like, this is a warm black, which is fine. It does what I need it to do. I just forget that it's not the same. This square is also black, but I wanted to go through with all my blues first before I settle on that. Also fear that I'm starting to overwork this a little bit. Maybe a lot of it. This paper is really not great for being overworked on. kind of pulls the paint after a while, which is what I mean by overworked. Like it, how do I say it? It kind of like, the colors sit on it funny. I don't know how to describe the overworking. I can tell that it's being overworked. I don't know how to describe that it's being overworked. I just know it. I can feel it in my bones. Like, this is a good example of it getting overworked. Like, it's pulling the color away again. That's kind of what I mean. Like, the water is kind of pulling the paint off again, rather than laying on top of it. Which is me not waiting for it to dry is the main thing. That's because I'm impatient. Honestly, if I wasn't streaming, I probably would have left this like an hour ago to go dry and then come back to it. I don't really do big smooth layers very well though. Yo, we still painting? We are. I'm probably gonna be finishing up soon though, because we're kind of reaching a point where I need to leave it alone. So that's just because the technique of watercolor I use usually requires breaks. Because I like wet on dry, which is waiting till the paint to dry to add another layer. And we've kind of hit the point where I'm starting to overwork on the paint because it's not fully dry yet. But like some of these areas, like right here, you can see like this is me overworking it. Like I'm gonna try to fill it in again, but it's probably not gonna work. I try to hide it. It's hard to hide once you do it. Almost there, it looks pretty cool though. It does. I think it's going along quite well actually. Even though I'm complaining about it in the moment, that's more so me having like inner critiques while I'm working on it. Like, hey, I should do this, or hey, I'm doing this a little too much. I really gotta wait for this little spot to dry before I lean in. Also, I'm about to the point where I need to swap my color, my waters. But it's coming along. I think it's coming along quite well. I think when I'm finished with it, because we're quite a little bit away from that, I'm gonna get my pictures of it, take my line art and rescan it over top of it, because you kind of can't see the line art very well right here because of the pencil, but I have a, like from the thumbnail, that black and white image of it, that's me taking a scan of the line art. I might go through and I'll overlay that again. Usually when you see watercolor posted online, that's what they do, is they overlay it again. It's helpful for getting the line art to look good without having to do the outlines in pen. Because I kind of don't like how it looks with a pen outline. I like the pencil outline. That's a preference thing. I gotta wait for this little spot right here. This is not gonna help at all, by the way. I'm just kind of... I don't know what else to do but fan it. It's like right in the way of my arm, so I gotta wait for it. I mean, you can kind of see where it's blending in. I like how it's coming along so far, though. I like my color scheme that I have going on. And then we still gotta peel all this stuff off too. That might be this evening. I might come back and finish this stream this evening. And finish painting. Because usually when I leave it and come back and I rework it again, it looks like 10 times better than this like first initial. I gotta let the paper really dry. This little spot, man. There's like one little bit of it that's still wet. Almost there. You know what, I'm just gonna try my best to work around it. And pray I don't touch it. Like how I said earlier, I was like, I think I'm done with the hair color. No, of course I'm not. That's how it works though. Add more layers, you start to notice some are a little duller than they should be. I'm really happy with how this one's turning out though. And luckily I saved, because I scanned the line art, if I ever need to remake this for whatever reason, like if I fuck it up real bad, I can always just redo the line art and then do it again. Which is a bit of a pain, but I've done it before. There we go. And that's a little too saturated. Too much for my liking. There we go. I want the hint of a shadow. Yeah. Almost forgot the most important part. Neck and ears. There we go. Oh, I forgot. She's down here. I meant to work on this way back. Local kid. Trash. I know, right? Where's your watercolor cream, huh? It is how it is. I think one of the funniest parts about haters when chat is quiet is like somebody will come in and be rude, but as soon as somebody else talks in chat and calls them out on it, they usually leave. It's the funniest shit. Like, come in, waste your breath, or not even your breath, waste your energy, to type something in and then immediately leave. It's the funniest shit to me. I don't know what kind of reaction he was expecting, just popping in, calling it trash, and then leaving, you know? Am I supposed to burst into tears? I don't know. Wait, that's the wrong one. This one. This one's also a brown one. That might have kind of goofed it. There we go. JK? What do you mean JK? Was that UEZ? Or Russian Power UEZ? Did you forget your alt account? Boop. Let's see, this one's gonna be a red. This is why I'm like not in the mood to paint all of these because I have to. Each one of them has a different shading color. It's kind of a pain. And right there. Wait, why is there a girl stuck in the machine? It's an advertisement. I just haven't worked on it very much, so it's kind of not obvious that it's a poster yet. I'm putting it off. I haven't been focusing that much over on it. Actually, you know what? I should be using a green. There we go. Advertising hit YouTuber MS Coolman. I thought about putting like a funny little gag as like the advertisement, but I kind of just went with what was on the vending machine at the end of the day. I was gonna do something fun like that and like put like a little Easter egg or something in there, but I don't know, I just went against it. I guess I was just lazy. Mainly I couldn't figure out what type of Easter egg I wanted to put in there, like if I wanted it to be like a reference or something. Amazing to me how much a very light shade of color can really do a lot of heavy lifting. I don't know if it's that obvious on stream, but I can see like all of these colors. Are you the man behind the slaughter? The slaughter of what? Millions? In Undertale? Yeah, but that's just because I was having a fun time. Before I had a bad time. Alright, I gotta let those inner pieces dry. And we're gonna start shading some of that. Like in here. All these little itty bitty spaces that kind of just look better with like a minuscule bit of shading on them. Like I could have left them white, but like I think just need like the tiniest touch. Just a little thought and love into them. Yeah, it's crazy to me, especially with watercolor, how depth can be so subtly added. Like working light to dark. Just like a very simple, basic little wash of color can really change something. Or Narco is the purple guy. The Five Nights at Freddy's. I still have yet to play any of those games, actually. I've been wanting to, but I'm kind of saving them for Halloween because I think that would be really fun to do. Play them around Halloween time. However, I think it would be really fun regardless. I think I'm gonna give her black hair, but I'm gonna do blue highlights, so I'm gonna paint it blue first. Or maybe I will make it blue. No, because there's too much blue with the vending machine. This down here, however, was blue. But it was like this tealish blue. No, I think Halloween, I'm gonna really try to play a lot of horror, like the popular horror games that everybody likes. Or like really popular that I just never bothered. Mainly because I think it would be really fun to do. I'm number one, let's baby, let's go. You finally win. You win. You did it. What do you win? Nothing. Just number one. You held out the longest. So you win number one. Yeah, this round I'm gonna use up all my blue. Probably not. It's not that bad, but it's a lot of blue. Get this really dark blue on the side of the vending machine. Or mainly just to get it saturated enough that I like. Should have worked this top down rather than down top. but that's on me. I don't know, it's okay. I like it kind of like darker and then a little lighter. Maybe that's okay. I do need to put more here though. Create this like illusion of a shadow where I am. Like standing in front of it. Yeah, that's good. I like that. Oof. I think we're about done for now. I mean, for the most part, we're done. For this first stage, at least. Yeah. I'm satisfied with the progress. I'll probably be back later this evening to finish this up, though. So with that, I'm going... Oh, we're at 69, that's hilarious. I'm gonna let this dry entirely, and then we'll be back. I'll be back this evening. We'll do a nice long day of painting, I guess. Alright. Well, with that, I'm gonna get out of here. I'm gonna clean up my desk. Anyways. See you in a couple hours, I guess, after dinner. So yeah, bye-bye. I'm gonna get out of here. Yep. Later. I gotta let this painting dry really more than anything. That's kind of what it is. We gotta let this dry. I need to like not touch it for a little bit. That's really what it is. I'm gonna not touch this. We're gonna let it dry, and then I'll be back. And then we'll do another layering and more work on it. Yeah. So yeah, bye-bye. Later.